Namaste, Jagamajit. My question is about this. A couple of classes ago, we discussed at length the Samanadigar, right? So when you say, this Aikya Samanadigar, is it like a synonyms? Is that correct?
So, Samanadikaranam is a technical word in the language.
Is it Samanadikaranam or Samanadikaranam?
Samanadikaranam, Samanadikaranyam. Both are identical. Both are identical. When you say sa, it should be Samanadikaranyam. When you say sa, it must be Samanadikaranam.
Okay.
Okay. So in English, there is a technical word for it. It's called apposition. 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 Okay. Two words that are supposed to be with each other, and there is some relationship between these two words. That is called apposition. I don't know the actual definition of apposition in English. Okay, that I have not looked at, and the English grammarians should tell us what that apposition means. But often I've seen Puja Swamiji using the word apposition. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the question. What is that? Does that answer your question or?
No. What I mean is like, if it is synonym, something like.
No. So I didn't say synonym. No, I didn't say synonym.
Okay.
That's why I said apposition. Otherwise, I would have said synonym. Apposition. That idea, Samanadikaram, means apposition.
Okay,
two words are there, and you now have to make sense. You now have to make sense when these two words are together.
Meaning same.
Meaning this in 4 different ways you can make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And we defined what Samanadikaranam is, correct? Did you catch the definition? Did I dictate it in the previous class?
Yeah, it's a Binna Pravritti Nimittanam.
Correct. Samana Vibhaktikanam Binna Pravritti Nimittanam.
Ekasmin Vishaye Tatparya Nischaya Samana.
Correct. So, in Sanskrit, this is easier to explain. In other languages, I don't know what to do. In English and all, I don't ask me. But in Sanskrit, it's very, very easy to explain. Samana Vibhaktikanam. That I think you will understand. It is all in the same vibhakti. In a sentence, if 2 words are in the same vibhakti, whether it is prathama vibhakti, dvitiya, doesn't matter, even saptami. Saptami we saw, So we saw some even here just now we saw. Look at that sentence that we read, the first sentence we read. Look at this, okay? Purusha eva idam sarvam. Idam Vishwam. So all these are samana. Purushaha, Idam, Vishwam. All Prathama Vibhakti. Alright. Like that, if you go further down, look at that. Etasmin hi. Okay, the last sentence of that first paragraph. Etasmin hi. Parasmin, Atmani, Sarvakarane, Purushe, Vijnate. Everything is in Samanadikaranam. Vibhakti is what? Saptami Vibhakti. Which means Yeshaha, Paraha, and then Atma, Sarvakaranam, Purushaha, Vijnataha, all Samanadikaranam. Because same Vibhakti. Samanadikaranam. So Samana Vibhaktikanam, but Bhinna Pravritti Nimittanam. This word, Etasmin, Parasmin, Atmani, Sarvaka, they are all different words. They all mean different things. Correct? They're all different words, meaning different things. Sarvakaranam has nothing to do with paraha. Para is paraha. Sarvakaranam is sarvakarana. And then Atma is Atma. Purusha. Okay. Now, what he's saying is, Bhinna Pravritti Nimittanam. All these words with Bhinna Pravritti means they all mean different things. They all stand on their own. They are unique words which reveal certain things that you understand. भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां samana vibhaktikanam, all same vibhakti, then what happens? Ekasmin vishaye tatparya nischayah. That is a critical one there. Now what, with these so many words that are there in this sentence, good sentence for us to talk about. Because now so many words are in samanadikaranam. Etasmin, parasmin, atmani, sarvakarane, purushe. Okay, purushe. Vijñāte, that also is saptami. So that also must be. 6 words are there in samanadikarana. 6 words. But he is saying, ekasmin vishaye tatparya nischayaha. This entire group of 6 words must make your buddhi go towards one thing, he says. Tatparyam, the essence. Do you understand the essence? That essence is only one, not 7. That is what Samanadikaranam definition says. So here you should look at this sentence and say, what is that one essence he is talking about? You pick any word. You say Purusha is one word. Purusha. Okay, Purusha is there. And okay, how do I explain this? Purusha is the word. You take the Saptami out, bring it all to this one, Prathama Vibhakti. Purushaha. What is the Purushaha? Sarvakaranam. Purushaha is Sarvakaranam. It is the cause of the entire universe, Sarvakaranam. Then Atma. That Purusha is Atma. Okay. Then Paraha. That Purusha is all pervasive. Then Yeshaha. Etasmin is Yeshaha. This. Okay. This is referring to Purusha only. So this Purusha, that is all pervasive, and that is Atma, and that is Sarvakaranam. Okay. We are talking only one entity, right? Ekasmin Vishaye. Vijñāte. Known. That Purusha is known. Which happens to be known. Which when known. That is how we think about this Samanadikarana.
So my thing is like when you say Aikya Samanadikaranam, we gave an example of Dasarathi and Ram. Right? So I'm saying something like maybe broad and wide, something like that.
Okay, tell me again.
I said broad and wide is also an example for Aikya Samana.
It depends on Vivaksha. All this depends on Vivaksha. Vivaksha means the intention of the speaker.
Yeah.
Intention of the speaker has to be brought in here. And what are you trying to communicate is there. Okay. So when you say broad and wide, I don't know what you mean. You have to make it clear. And broad and wide, if you say, that means I will immediately think broad is different and wide is different.
Because even though we say, okay, Dasarathi and Rama, but not all Ramas are Dasarathi.
Correct.
Nor all Dasarathis are Rama.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So from that perspective, and if I look at number 3, which is Upasanayam Samanadikaranam, Saligrama Vishnu, to me that looks like Aikya Samanadikaranam. Because Saligrama, even though 2 different things, we always say Saligrama is Vishnu. So, to me that is universally true in our culture.
Correct. That's why this is a technical discussion which separates out all these so-called equalities.
So, to me, I thought maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought the Upasanayam Samanadikaranam, maybe an example could be when we like Haridra, Bimbam and Ganesha.
Okay. And then somebody will come and question me, Guruji, how can you say that entire Hindu society, they use Haridra Bimbam for Ganesha? It is Aikya Samanadikaranam. He will come and tell me, what should I do?
No, but because this is something like, Upasana, the word Upasana comes, that's what I'm saying. So we invoke or we project Ganesha on that.
The project.
That is the reason
you just use the word project. You just use the word project. An equality.
Project invoke, whatever, because somebody will say, I don't invoke and all that.
No, project, but Dasharati Ramaha, there is no projection. There's no
No, no
projection.
projection. I didn't say. I'm saying I'm talking about Saligrama Vishnu in place. We are also Saligrama, we don't project Vishnu there. It's already Vishnu.
No, I'm saying it is not already Vishnu. People think it
Well,
is Vishnu. That is fine. Let people think it is Vishnu. Their projection is fantastic. That's what it means. Their projection is so good that now they can't separate Vishnu from Saligrama. Correct? That's good. That was the final result of this upasana is it should be
I
that.
don't know.
Should be that.
I don't know. Anyway, so
No, there is nothing to know big thing. Saligrama is a block. It's a solid block in front of you.
yeah.
It's
Just
finite.
like Shivalingas,
Vishnu is
we
not
don't.
solid. Vishnu is not solid. Vishnu is not small. Vishnu is not oval. Vishnu is not colorless. Nothing. So Vishnu and Saligrama are two different things.
Two different things. But what I'm saying is it's already, we refer to when you say Saligrama, we don't say, yeah, that is Shiva. We don't say that.
That's what I'm saying. That is projection. It's a result of the projection. It's a result of upasana. When two non-different things are made equal, how do you make two non-different things equal? You just accepted they're not different. I mean, they are different. Very different. And now you are saying they are equal also. How did that not equal become equal? Upasana can make it happen. Correct. Finally, Aikyam. You want an Aikyam finally. How did you go from unequal to equal? And that Upasana makes it happen. Got it?
I don't think it.
Upasana makes a not equal equal. Yes or no?
Yeah.
The process of Upasana makes a not equal equal.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's what Upasanayam Samanadikaranam. Okay, so
Yeah. So and also in today's class, somewhere in the PDF page 67, I didn't understand. After tapaha,
okay,
jnanam tatkridam phalam anyate. After that, etavad, and then I don't know. Here it says iddhi. Da and dha. At least it looks like in my PDF.
so that is all sandhi. Let me explain that to you. Etavat. Takara is the end of that word. Etavat.
Correct.
Then the next word is he. Hi. He. Hi.
Okay.
Hi. He. He means indeed.
Okay. Yeah.
And then idam is also there. So in our Gita Press, it's I tell you, it's a very big word. Phalamanya detavadhidam. That's how it is written here. At least PDF is somewhat compassionate to us. And Swamiji has split the words somewhat. But in Gita Press, it's not like that. Phalamanya detavadhidam is one big word. So that's a way to split it.
So he and Etavat and he become Iddhi.
Correct. Etavat plus he. In Sanskrit, some magic happens. And there is, the dha is not at all there, but suddenly he disappears, and dhi comes. He disappears, dhi is Srilingam. So see, he goes away, she comes. Hemaji is laughing.
Etavadhidam.
Purva Savarna and Savarna Dirga, both.
This, Allah, idhukku vandu vera edho irukku. Something else is there.
Purva Savarna.
Illa, that how did ha become dha? You tell me.
That's Purva Savarna Sandhi.
Apadiya?
Amma, Purva Savarna da.
Okay.
You want Sutram, I don't know whether I remember. Purva Savarna Sandhi da adu.
Okay. There is a murdha.
Jayohontaras.
Correct. Jayoho.
Jayohonyatarasyam.
Very good.
அதுக்கப்புறம் சவர்ண தீர்க்கம் இ.
Okay, all right.
ஏதாவதீதம் ஏதாவத் ஹி இதம் ஹி இதம். Dhiram.
So correct. So what it is it is called Jayo Ho Anyatarasyam.
Anyat.
Yeah, Jayo Ho Anyatarasyam. So another example they give, they say this Vak and Harihi, Vak Harihi, Vak plus Harihi becomes, you know what it becomes? Vagharihi, Vagharihi. Ha gone, disappeared completely out of the picture. Vagharihi. Like this, some little Sanskrit formations are there. Ajjalau madulidhasati. Anyway, good. So back to your question. Your question is important. All this Panini discussion is not.
Okay. Okay. No, I thought I heard it wrong. That's the reason I wanted to ask. I wrote it as he,
Yeah.
but I didn't
so
see
now I want you to be
he.
clearer.
Yes, I understood.
And Samanadikaranam also, you should be clear, this one, Maheshji, because there should be no reason for any confusion between these four. And it's very subtle, but it's we should follow it. And yeah, equality. The final result of Upasana is an equality. Like Saligrama is equal to Vishnu. But how did you go from the unequal to the equal? If somebody asks, then you should say that is Upasana. Okay, I hope I have made myself clear. Okay.
Thank you.
Think about that, yeah. And also, while we are at it, let's finish this discussion. This Aikya Samanadikaranam, we said Dasharatihi Ramaha. Okay, is an example. Maithili Urmila, like that, I gave another example. Dasharatihi, son of Dasharatha, Rama. Clear. Both are identical. Literally, they are identical. There is no need for, there is nothing, there is not approximately identical and then you remove nothing like that. Both are identical. Maithili Urmila also identical. Now, this is Aikya Samanadikaranam. What did we say? This Jivaha Ishvaraha, if I say, or if I say Soyam Devadatta, let's look at Soyam Devadatta. That Devadatta in that picture of 70 years ago is this Devadatta who is 78 years ago, who is using a walking stick and walking and has a beard. If you say, these things are not like Dasharati Ramaha. Dasharati Ramaha is literal identity. There is no doubt about that identity. But here, they're not literal identity. They're all different. This one is a small boy, this one is a senior citizen, etc. Very different they are. There is some difference between these two. So that some difference, but I want to see the essential identity between those two Devadattas, which we see instantaneously. We nod our heads, yeah, that is you, we say. That means what? We are rejecting certain aspects of these two entities. This Devadatta, certain aspects I reject. This Devadatta, certain aspects I reject. That also is called Aikya Samanadikaranam, and therefore the two examples we give are a little different. What examples? Dasharati Rama is a different type of Aikya Samanadikaranam, and this Soyam Devadatta and Jivaha Ishvaraha are a different type of Aikya Samanadikaranam, correct? In one, they are literally identical. Here, they are essentially identical. That Devadatta and this Devadatta are essentially the same. Essentially, you have to add. That essence you have to bring. Superficially, they are not the same. I want to say that, so I may not have said it this way in class, but now I am saying it. Okay. So what we say, technical, if you want to know a little more, Dasharati Ramaha, it's very easy to follow what that is. Both are referring to the same entity. Okay. Here, this Devadatta, that Devadatta, there is something called You have to give up certain things. Like all this body and upadhi and all, you have to give up. Both cases, upadhi has to be given up. But you don't throw both out. You keep certain parts of both Devadattas intact. What is the certain part? The essence you have to keep. You have to retain that Devadatta, that person, that being, and this being, if you say, the being is retained, but everything surrounding the being is given up. And in Sanskrit they call it, this giving up is called jahat, jahati, prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan, giving up. There is some things to be given up, and then there is something to be retained, ajahat, jahat, ajahat. And therefore this is called jahat ajahat lakshanaha. All technical stuff. Jahat ajahat has to be done here. But for Dasharathi Ramaha, there is no jahat, there is no ajahat to be done. Both are in the same category of Aikya Samanadhikaranam. So extra details. I didn't say all these things in the class because it may just complicate our smooth flow. This is not what I said is not complicated. Is it complicated? No, it's just two types of aikyam. That's all it is. In one case, it's literal. In the other case, you have to do jahat ajahat and arrive at aikyam. Upasana also arriving at aikyam only. Correct. Maheshji is saying, right, I am confused. It looks like aikyam. Yeah, it looks like aikyam, but before that there was no aikyam at all. And upasana process was used to come to that aikyam. Here jahat ajahat was used to come at aikyam. Soyam devadattaha. No upasana is to be done. Imagine that this person in the photo is the Devadatta that is standing in front of you. No imagination is done at all. It's clear. I do jahal ajahal and then I arrive at it. Okay. Badha is another type. Badha. Completely cognitively negating Jagat. Cognitively negating pot. All I see is clay. Nobody can show me a pot that is separate from clay. Not possible. And so that is called Badha. Existence of pot itself is questioned there. Questioned and negate. Anyway, think about it, Maheshji. I may have given you a lot to think about, but those are the nuances. Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Vaidyan. Go ahead.
Kumarji, namaste. First, a supplementary question. So the Jiva Ishvara Samanadikaranam, that would be considered Badayam Samanadikaranam, right? Or would it be considered like the Jahal Ajahal?
Jahal, you have to put it there. Badha, what happens when you say the world is Brahman, Badha it is.
Yeah.
When you say, okay, let's go with the better, simpler example. When you say snake is rope, Sarpaha Rajjuhu, if somebody says,
yeah.
What does that statement do? What does the statement do? No, it is not a snake. It is not a snake, it's a rope. No, it is not a snake. Means you are actually just demolishing the idea of snake completely.
Yeah.
You are saying snake does not exist. What exists is a rope. That means that equality, after the statement, what happens? The snake idea itself disappears. Snakeness is completely gone. And that's why we say Badha here. Badha. Okay. But in Jiveshwara Aikyam, you can't just make something totally false. Jiva and Ishvara both are there. The essence of those two are to be taken. So there is no Badha being done. This is technical, I understand, but no Badha being done. And like snake completely disappears, but here Ishvara doesn't completely disappear, Jiva doesn't completely disappear. No. Everything, we want everybody to be there. But just like Soyam Devadattaha, nobody disappears. Just the unnecessary attributes are taken out. taken out. And then I take the essence and say the essence is identical. Okay. And so Jiva Ishvara also, Jahal Ajahal. What are the things that are given up? All these upadhis are given up. Jiva, I am a Jiva. If I say, that means the Jiva is a very complicated entity. It's a very dense entity. It's been traveling for over so many janmas. This fellow is a survivor and seen through so many anadikala janmas. All that is there. But that you let go. You let go of that. Ishvara is the creator of the world, sustainer of the world, destroyer of the world, this, that, so many definitions are there for Ishvara. Let go of all those. Then what should I keep? Just keep the essence of Ishvara, which is Brahma. Keep the essence of this Jiva, which is Atma. Atma Brahma. Aham Brahma. So think about it. I think it may take a little while, but
Ishwar,
so same way
removing the
then with
attributes,
this
can we not take
Purusha,
the essence and add a different attribute?
go ahead again.
I'm saying, we say you two different people, you remove the attribute and take only the essence. You can do the reverse engineering, meaning you take the essence, add a different attribute. So one becomes Jiva, one becomes Ishvara.
Yeah, if you do the reverse process, that's what will happen. Correct.
Yeah. So you're saying like Devadatta, you said one person was young, one person was old, same person, but youngish look, oldish look, walking stick, whatever you describe.
Yeah. Yeah, reverse process. That's a reverse process. Add stuff. Now there is this adding stuff. I'll give you another example. Popular examples are there in Shastram. See, there is, I said, removing and keeping. Jahal Ajahal, I said. For this, Soyam Devadattaha. Okay. Now, is there something called only giving up or only adding? If you say, yeah, there are many, we do it all the time. Okay. Gangayam Ghoshaha. I gave this example, I think. Gangayam Ghoshaha means there is a village on Ganga. Village on Ganga, if you say, it has to be village in an island in the river Ganga. Okay, is that what you mean? Then I have to add the word island. Okay, Dvipe. Dvipe, Laghu Dvipe. Dvipa is an island, Alright, we have to look for a word. Dvipe. So Ganga you give up. Gangayam Dvipe. So Ganga is completely given up. And then you have to bring in the banks of Ganga or an island in Ganga. They say bank. Tate. That is a classic example. Tate. Hey, that village is on Ganga means it is on the banks of Ganga, my dear friend. Don't take it literally. So there what happens? I give up Ganga as the location for the village. Instead, I go with the banks of Ganga. Bank is the key there. And so, Ganga Nadyaha Tire Gramaha Asti, Ghoshaha Asti. So, Gangayam Ghoshaha, there is Jahal Lakshana. But still, Ganga is there. But Ganga is given up. Tire, that word Tire comes. Then there is another example where they say, this is the setup is, there is this one, gambling. People are gambling on these horses. Many horses are there, they gamble, Means what? As though I'm talking as though I gambled and I know a lot and therefore you also should know. Not like that, no.
Horse racing.
Means, yeah, you see in all these movies and all that we've seen. And so, gambling. And then somebody says, Shveto Dhavati. Everybody is watching this Shveta. Shveta means the white. White Dhavati? White runs? What do you mean white runs? Hey, look at the context. White runs doesn't mean there is a color called white, there's a stream of white that is color, and then there's like the helicopters throw some colors during Holi and other times white powder comes, not white runs and all, white horse runs. So you have to bring in the horse here. Ajahat. Ajahat. It's called Ajahal Lakshana. You bring in horse and then say Shvetaha Ashvaha Dhavati. White horse runs. Then that is what is being meant when somebody says Shveto Dhavati. So it's called Ajahal Lakshana. The previous example I gave where Ganga is to be given up and Tira has to be brought in. Is what? Jahal Lakshana. Ganga is entirely given up. Okay. That's how the Ganga is given up completely. And so Jahal Lakshana and Ajahal Lakshana. Like that they have.
But here also you give up the horse, right?
Here you give up the horse, you said?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
No,
to make
you said
to make sense out of the sentence, you have to bring the horse. That's what we are saying.
Oh, okay. I thought we said Shvetha Dhavati, right?
To make sense out of Shveto Dhavati, you have to bring in the word horse, the idea of horse, and therefore it's called Ajahat, Ajahal Lakshana. There may be better examples. I'm not totally comfortable with some of these examples, but these are the traditional examples they give. Because Ganga Tire also, sometimes we can argue other ways and all that. But Ganga given up. Jahal Lakshana, given up, go away. The village is not in Ganga. It is on the banks of Ganga. Like that they give. But then somebody may argue, no, but you got bank. You got bank. Like that they say. But the example there, they don't talk like that. That's why I said I'm not comfortable with the example. I had to think and come up with some other examples. Yeah. Let me do that. That's a homework for me. But in the case of Soyam Devadattaha, you give up certain aspects of both Devadattas, you retain certain aspects of both Devadattas. So Jahal and Ajahal.
Yeah, same person at two different times.
Correct.
That's
So Vaidyaji, your question is answered, no?
Yes, it's answered. Thank you. And then this other question that I wanted to ask was this Purusha Evedam Vishwam. That one I think you said was Bhadayam Samanadikaranam because you have to negate the world, right? Correct?
Correct. Anyat kimapi nasti, he says. There is nothing other than Purusha, he says. Shankaracharya.
Yeah.
Therefore, the world is negated.
Thank you, Jaykumarji. I have to leave. Namaste.
Yeah,
but Purusha, world is there. Instead of, I don't know, we have to negate. It's not like Sarpa and Rajju, because world is there. What we are saying is world is mithya. We have talked this number of times. It's not, we don't say it is world is fake. Well, it is by our definition of mithya, our definition of satyam and mithya, it is mithya. So, another way I thought was, Brahman is in all, whatever you say in the world, see in the world. I thought at least in my perspective, it is a better way to it. Brahman is in everything what you see. Other than Brahman, everything is, none of them is not there. It's hard to digest.
Correct. Hard to digest. So, the thing is, the world exists if you say, hey, that existence is provided by Brahma and the world doesn't exist independently by itself.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but in everything you see, Brahman exists.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it is, whether it is, the Havis or whether the Agni or whatever we say, and that example, 4th chapter, 24th sloka. Same, everything is Brahman. Same way, whatever we know, whatever we see, everything is Brahman. In everything what we see, Brahman is present. Let me put it this way.
There is only Brahman.
Or Brahman is the reason for their existence.
There is only Brahma. Correct? That's what you mean. Finally, after all this
Yeah,
lecture, there is only Brahma. Correct?
yeah.
That's
But
what we
it
are saying.
manifests in different forms and shapes.
Good. Good. There is only Brahma.
Yeah.
So there is only Brahma
Rather
means
than negating it, I'm saying is negating will be hard to digest.
there is only Brahma. Yes or no?
Yes.
You're sure of it?
Yeah. Brahman, only Brahman means, I don't know whether that only means what means
I'll
only
tell you
one
what. I'll
Brahman.
tell you what only means. I'll tell you what only means. There is only Brahma. Brahma eva asti. Okay? And what I mean by that is nothing else exists other than Brahma. Is that a correct statement?
That depends how you say asti. Asti means as a satyam or as a mithya.
Good, good. So therefore, that is why Brahma eva asti. You bring in when two mithyas cannot make more than one existence. 100 mithyas cannot add to the existence. And so still Brahma eva asti. So that's the profundity of this. And so we won't say the way some people say which world doesn't exist means literally non-existent world. That we don't say.
I think
Whatever.
our definition of, to me, what I learned is our definition of satyam and mithya is a very profound one.
Absolutely. Maheshji.
Profound in the sense the it cannot be explained mithya. You cannot explain in one word in proper English, I guess. So is satyam.
Correct.
So is satyam.
Correct.
In there, true, false, it doesn't work like that.
Correct.
Because it has different connotations. So
Mm.
we cannot do it. But as long as we define the way we define, even if it is a sentence, if from that, if you look at through those glasses, then it is very clear.
Fair enough. Yeah, correct. Very true. Thank you, Maheshji. It's about 8:10 now. Yeah, Ramuji. Something short, if you can keep it short. Yeah, you are muted though.
Swamiji says, SPG says, it's Eva is line to be underlined. There is no proposition, he says. So Puja Swamiji says there is no vocative, everything is vocative only.
Okay.
Eva is to be underlined, he says.
What should be underlined?
Eva. Purusha Evedakam Saram, Eva. Eva is to be underlined.
Eva.
See, here also, Purusha, na Vishwam Nama, na is he saying, there is nothing called world. Na Vishwam. There is nothing called world. Chandogyopanishad, Vajarampanam he brings in here for Paramarthananda. Even though
the person who is listening and talking is required, a person is required, and for communication. To say there is no world, world is required. There is a upadhi is required, a buddhi is required, a mouth is required, a non-sleeping person is required to talk, a non-sleeping person is required to listen to this. So many things are involved. So yeah.
Thank you.
It's a profound. Thank you, Ramaji. Thank you. Eva. Yeah.
Nikumarji, quick question on the Jahat part. So is it not the abandonment of the original meaning, taking only approximate meaning, not adding anything like sure? So in the second Ajahat, it is like adding, like you added Ashwaha. So, but in the Jahat, we take approximate meaning by not adding anything. Is that correct understanding? Because like sure, it's only approximate meaning we take without adding anything.
Jahat. Your question is it an approximate giving up or something?
Not, I mean, like when you say that, let's say Amravati and river Krishna, so we say that well, it is not on the top of the river, but it is on the shore of the river. Is an understanding, which is an approximate understanding, rather than taking. So the implied meaning is actually taking the approximate meaning rather than adding anything. So we are not adding into the sentence the shore, but taking approximate meaning out of it.
Yeah, that Ganga is given up totally. Given up totally. Ganga gives me a context, but that's it. I use it as a context, but I don't take it literally. Gangayam is gone. In Ganga, there no village can be. So that way it is not approximate. In Ganga, no village can be. That is not an approximate statement. That is very much deterministic, well understood statement.
If we are not adding anything like the way we added Shona, Dhavati, like Ashwaha, we don't add there here in case of Jahat Lakshana.
Correct. We're not adding anything. Correct. That's how it should be taken. Jahal Lakshana and Ajahal Lakshana. Thank you.
Thank you.
8:15. All right. Anything else? No. All right. Any chat box? What is this? No prepositions. Would no Bhakti's position, all vocative only. Okay. Cousins, uncles, aunts in English. One has to use adjectives like elder, older, etc. Okay. Jump to the latest. Jivan Mukti talked about. Ihaiva. Okay, good. Jivan Mukti, Videha Mukti. All right. All right. That's good. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.